institution, or individual. Freedom FM 87.9, your best choice.
Number one, they need to kill us slowly. There's some of we have 10 children, no husband, to even help us to sustain our children. That on the side what we're sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here around, they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once of the seven area, they sort of be careful with. The water, the poo water running from China, Benny. They don't put the effort to clear the poo. Yeah, beyond Central Bay, or in the car, the necklace, nana, and not in the crack, on the car. Yeah, all the Ferrat necklace, they can occupy the car. The government see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know our job facility, our children all the house in college. Now the business we do to sustain our children. Just like Baka King to care and they can rescue. When they say we should vote for our children future, they don't want our children future. They can damage our children future. If they love the citizen and they don't want riot, police or soldier, nobody can stop. Because now where we get our daily bread from? None of the men, they're not supporting children with their mother, with their husband, with their everything in the home. There's some of us we're not educated at the business backing or so when they temper around us, temper them with poo. Some of us will not of our weapon. We're gonna medicine man was when you come into our market, we'll plan your eye, we will cripple you. Baba signal will whistle on you because we fell out with that nonsense in their country. Yeah, don't say I can rescue them, want to kill or slow them. I can't do that. So security, they keep me a police, they keep me around with selling police, they keep not get our awareness for now until the 7. They want to see her on the street. That's it, but you don't get nobody job facility. And they're on the street. The people from the federal office they can come by our son. And what people making in it. Yeah. And that blessing which are not belonging in market. Now along the street. And that market or say going in a general market. Say la brava phone all over the world. The great America. They sat on the street. Africa they sat on the street. That they la brava. Why can improve that they want to suppress up on the street?
I have been working for the past 6 years with Jowiah government. And we are caretaker. We are the one that doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boakai for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boakai took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group, 730 persons. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down, but you were working. So anybody that work on a job, we are within that job, we are put that she will put them down. Paulina, so therefore she came and said she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Boakai got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, we can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That she left. So we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boakai, Joseph Boakai, I said Joseph Boakai, and I'm always talking to the senator, representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running, she know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We're going to sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on a job, we're government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of job we are? Please, our senator, you can call back. Our senator in the house, you please talk for us. You say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking bread from our mom. We will be marching at that group. We all will be going to the mansion in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will kill all the way they keep putting in your that they kill us. Because that's why they keep for the kill. They say they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We will march to marshal, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that work with Minister of State that they put down, I've been in Yango saying they will wear black. We'll go to the marshal, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the marshal. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood and he said, your words are going to Podina coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police are shopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us some money. We are Liberian. We work and we earn our own money.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Boakai, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
The government said they came to rescue us, but they came to kill us slowly. There's some of us, we have 10 children, no husband, to even help us to sustain our children. That on the side what we're sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here around, they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once of the seven area, they sort of be careful with. The water, the poo water running from China Bay. They're not putting effort to clear the poo. Yeah, Pia Central Bay, or in the Caro, the necklace, and not in the crack, on the Caro. They're all a ferret necklace. They can occupy the Caro. The government see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know how job facility, our children all the house in college. Now the business between us sustain our children. Just like Boakai came to kill and they came to rescue. What they say we should vote for our children future. They don't want our children future. They came to damage our children future. If they love the citizen and they don't want riot, police or soldier, nobody can stop us. Because now where we get our daily bread from? None of the men, they're not supporting children with their mother, with their husband, with their everything in the home. There's some of us were not educated at the business backing us. So when they temper around us, they will pull. Some of us will not offer our weapon. We're going to medicine man. Was when you come into our market, we'll plan your eye. We will prepare you. Baba signal will whistle on you. Because we fell out with that nonsense in their country. Yeah? Don't say I can rescue you. They want to kill us slow there. I can't do that. So security, they keep my police. They keep me around with selling police. They keep not get our awareness. For now until the 7, they want to see you on the street. That's it, but you don't get nobody job facility. And on the street, the people from the federal office, they can come by our son. And what people making in it. Yeah? And that blessing will not belonging in market. Now along the street, and that market or say going in a general market. Say Liberia was phone all over the world, the great America, they said on the street. Africa, they said on the street. That they Liberia, why can improve that they want to suppress us on the street?
They bring her to go steal to the main store.
So the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post store.
Yeah. He said I'm joining to go steal to the web main store to get money to the store. They will go take it from there. I said, Mama, I'm only bad for the same lecture.
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the 9, around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You leave for a working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the now.
When they call me in the
yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the man, say, you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
The man say, you want to give you what?
tea. Hot milk tea. Hot milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of full bread.
The egg inside.
You add into my eating. Butter. So when I carry it to the man, say, carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man say, thank you. I say, okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friend called me.
And the same man you going to now?
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say, he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say, clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In the Jeep. Then there are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah.
That wins.
Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. And you can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people.
So yes, we accept the result. Don't forget our Freedom Cash giveaway is on this morning. And so we will be giving out $2,500 this morning to at least 25 winners. So the opportunity is yours to start playing now and be a part of those 25 winners that will be walking away with $2,500 each. That's the list. At least 25 persons will walk away with $2,500 each this morning on our Freedom Cash giveaway. All you have to do is dial *799 hash. You send and wait few seconds. You enter 11 and send. Wait few seconds. Enter number 1 to play in USD and 2 to play in Liberian dollars and send, and wait for a few seconds to enter your mobile money password, and then you have played the Freedom Cash giveaway. Very easy process. *799 hash for those of you who can read. You do not have to repeat. *799 hash and follow the instructions. So yes, that's the size and shape of the show this morning. We are placing emphasis on Mr. Barker's action, suspending people all around the place, from the Governance Commission to the Liberia Telecommunications Authority. The other folks we were told are being threatened from the Lottery Authority and the National Identification Registry. All of those with 10 jobs who Barker sees as supporters of the CDC. He said he will not govern this country until those people leave their offices. Lawyers have been telling us that his action is pushing the country into constitutional crisis with the Supreme Court and all of that. We're going to read a piece written by an erudite lawyer. So yes, folks, that's the size and shape of the show. Today is a special day for many people. Some of you are celebrating your birthday. Some of you are celebrating your wedding anniversary. Some of you are like Abu is celebrating his wedding from yesterday. You know, we're in Magibi on yesterday, and the welcome. We were welcome. We were well welcome in Magibi. There were folks who were extremely excited to have seen us in Magibi. Some for the first time, some haven't seen us for a while, and so we had time to remake, some of the relationships we haven't seen for long, and we had an opportunity to interact with most of our fans in Magibi that day on yesterday. Most of the folks were actually excited to have seen us, and so we are actually grateful to have such a huge fan base in Magibi and all across the country. People were really, really, really excited to have seen us. And so, you see, we say you are the strength for the work we do here, because without you listening to us, without you watching us, without you commenting on our lives, without you motivating us, we would be nobody, because we'll talk and nobody will listen. So you are the real MVPs. Those of you who listen to us, especially those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them, but you still make it your daily responsibility to come on our live, to watch us, to see us, to contribute, to talk, even to disagree with us. You've made it your responsibility. We are grateful to have all of you as our followers and our fans. And so again, to Brother Sharif is Brother Sharif is beginning his first day of honeymoon, and so I would like to say congratulations to you, bro, for the bold step. And so on yesterday, we performed a very small ritual that saw Abu turn over the captain band to Oliver Khan. So Oliver Khan is now the captain for the bachelor for all of the bachelors here at Freedom FM. That means Oliver Khan is going to be the next person to get married. Okay. So once that captain band is turned over to you, it means you are the next person to get married. Okay, so Khan willingly graciously, joyfully accepted to be the captain for the bachelors here at Freedom FM. That means he graciously and joyfully agreed to be the next to get married after Abu. So yeah, the Gribble boy is getting married next after Abu. So let's say congratulations to Oliver Khan as well in advance. Yeah, so we move. And in commemoration of Abu's wedding on the first Saturday in March, it should be this weekend. There's a soccer match, soccer and kickball. So to all of you who are our fans and our followers, who want to participate in that soccer encounter, you want to play kickball or football, you can reach out to any of us. So it's going to be Freedom FM versus Friends of Abu Sharif. So Abu Friends will gather to play Freedom FM. I don't know how that match will be. Whether it will be he and Friends, but he will play for the two teams. He'll play first half of Freedom and second half of Friends of Abu, or first half of Friends of Abu, and second half with Freedom FM. So yeah, so on the weekend will be that encounter between Freedom FM and Friends of Abu Sharif. So all of you who are friends of Abu, you guys will have to start preparing for that game. We're playing kickball and football. The venue will be announced tomorrow. The venue for the match will be announced. The venue and the time for the match will be announced tomorrow. Yes, on tomorrow. So all of you as well who are fans or supporters of Freedom FM who want to participate in the kickball and football matches, the invitation is yours. Yes, everybody may not be able to play because once all of you turn out, it means we'll not have jersey for everybody. But you have to come out. Some will come to support. Some will come to the game in support of Freedom FM. Some will come to the game in support of Abu Sharif and to celebrate his wedding, because that day is going to be the first official celebration organized by Freedom FM and Friends of Abu to celebrate his wedding and all of that. So it's going to be this Saturday. So this is very important that we all keep in touch. So that's what it is for that. Like we said, on tomorrow we will announce the venue, the time for the game, for the games, since it's going to be kickball and football. So let's go to our Freedom FM. You see, I like the way some of you who do not like what we say or the things we say about Joe Boakai and his government. Somebody say, why do you call the president Joe Boakai? I said, what did his father name him? What did his father and his mother name him? And then he started laughing. He was very angry and he started laughing. But his name is Joe Boakai. The presidential title is a privilege. It's privilege. It's a privileged title. He doesn't deserve it. It's not his right. He's not entitled to it. It's not his entitlement. So it's a privilege. I choose to call him president or to call him Joseph Boakai. That's his legal name, Joseph Boakai. So that should not be an issue. What should be the issue is what did Joseph does as president will require people or compel people to call him some honorary titles, But if you do dishonorable things, you don't expect people to call you honorable titles, So that's a fact. I know it's painful, but that's a reality. You just have to accept it. Yeah, no disrespect to the office of the presidency, but there are certain realities that you cannot avoid, and there are certain realities that you just cannot ignore. Okay, so that's it about the whole Joe Boakai and Joseph Boakai and JMB and all of that. So folks, yes, let's do some cash giveaway for you. Let's see whether we can give you. Let's see whether we can. Let's go and do some cash play. When we come back, we talk. So that's what it is. You see, last time I told you, some of you who have, anyway, let's do our cash. We'll come back to that one. Yeah. let's do our cash giveaway, folks. Today we're going to say some things this morning that may provoke some of the arrogant folks within the security sector. So maybe they will say they come and do X, Y, and Z, okay? But it's something that we are prepared for. But we will not sit here and see Joe Barker run the country like he's running his family. That one part is not going to be possible. We will not sit here and see if handful of people from the Unity Party proceed in the manner and form they are proceeding and don't say anything. That one is not going to be possible. What I think is going to be possible is Joe Barker can decide to disrespect the Supreme Court. That one is possible. But what will not be possible is for us to sit and allow his disrespect to the Supreme Court to slide under the table. That one is not going to be possible. What will not be possible is for us to sit and see a handful of people run the country like they're running their farms. That will not be possible. And if it causes us to look in the faces of those desperados who do the wrong things and open their arms and we're proud, we will do that. But we will not sit and see certain things happen. We will not wait for 6 months. We will not wait for 1 year. Waiting for 1 year, saying, yeah, destroy the country in 1 year. We'll come back and say, Mr. Barker, then we'll start criticizing you for destroying the country. But we sat and saw Joe Barker destroy the country. So what did you do in the first 30 days of Mr. Barker's reign when he started taking steps, actions that were strong enough to confirm that he's on the track, the trajectory of destroying the country? Or we all sat back and allowed him to proceed and say, let's allow him to make the mistakes. Let's allow him to destroy the country. When the country is destroyed, then we all wake up and say, we are about to start criticizing. No, that's not how democracy allows you and encourages you to speak from day one. From day one. From your inauguration, your first policy action. We start to critique, to checkmate, to evaluate, to assess, and speak out. Some people say the man just took over. Let's give him chance. Let's give him at least 1 year. Just one action can destroy the entire 1 year policy, the 1 year agenda of the country. And it's going to affect all of us. And we're going to tell you why. That's why as long as God gives us energy, life to speak and the strength to speak, we must utilize that opportunity. There are many who wanted to speak and they did not get the opportunity to speak. Today they are under the ground. There are many in this country who want to speak now. They want the opportunity to speak. They do not have the opportunity. They don't. Even the Joe Barker, you see how he speaks? The energy is gone. Do you think Joe Barker does not want to be more forceful than what he is? Even though he's not. He wants to be punchy. But he does not have the energy to be punchy. So those of us who have the energy, those of us who have the strength, those of us who have the bravery, who've grown the tenacity to speak, let's utilize the opportunity today. The Bible says, works while it is day. Because when night cometh, you to work no more. That night is a representation of old age. That night is a representation of death. It could be a representation of old age, death, sickness, anything. Disability, any form of disability. To talk. Those are the representation of night. When the Bible says, when the night cometh, meaning when you're sick, you can no longer speak. When you're sick, you can no longer walk. When you're dead, you can no longer talk. So while it is day, meaning while you are alive, and strong, and energized, you must wear the determination, the moral rectitude to speak. Because when you are old, David Farrar, can listen to David Farrar, struggling to speak on national issues. You see how old he is? He still struggles to speak to national issues. Imagine if he has the energy that some of us have today, that God has given some of us. And so you want to sit down, use your energy, and do nothing. You don't do that. And that is why. That is why. That is why we said to you, the darkest places in hell are reserved for those of you who play or decide to play neutrality in terms of moral crisis. The country is in a moral crisis. And some of you say, we will play neutrality, we will play neutral. We do not want to speak. The darkest places in hell are reserved for all of you who are playing neutral or neutrality in these times of moral crisis. Now, let's go and give you some money. We'll come out. We'll go into what we want to talk this morning. But so the process is very easy and simple to play. Let's see. Let's try to draw you through the process, how it works. Yes, we'll draw you through the process, how it works. So those of you who have Lone Star Cell mobile money wallet, you are the only ones qualified to play our cash giveaway this morning. So if you have a Lone Star Cell mobile money account, then you are qualified. All you need is to have at least $100 Liberian in your on your wallet, or $70 in 70 cents in US on your mobile money wallet. So, and then the process is easy to play. All you have to do is that *799# like I'm doing, *799#, and then you enter and you wait for a few seconds for the options to come. The options will come to you. The options will come to you, and then you enter option number 11. Since Freedom FM is at 11, and you send, and you wait for a few seconds, and then they ask you, now they are requiring me to play in US dollars or Liberian dollars. Now, when I press 1 and send, it means I have played in US dollars. When I press 2 and send, it means I want to play in LD. So I'm pressing 1 and sending, and then waiting for a few seconds. In a few seconds, yes, they're asking me now to enter my mobile money password. That's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. So once I enter my mobile money password and send, I have played the cash giveaway. And I'm just waiting now. I'm just waiting for someone to get call and say, oh, so and so you have received, blah, 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 you play. So, but for me, I'm not qualified to play, so I'm not going to enter my mobile money password. So the process is just very simple. *799#, and then you follow the instruction. *799#, 11, send, and then 1 to play in US, 2 to play in LD, and then you send and enter your mobile money password, and then you have played. So to see who all have played and how many persons have played, we go to our dashboard and start to do some draws to start calling some winners. So like we said, today we're giving you at least, the least number we can give out today is 25 persons. So we can give at least 25 persons $2,500 each. If you play and you follow the show, you realize we'll be checking one and make sure we reach at least 25 persons today to give them $2,500 each. So that's all you have to do. Just that *799# and then follow the instruction. So let's go to do some draws this morning. Let's do the first set of draw here this morning. Draw winner 2,500, and then okay, and then we'll wait to see. The winner. Let's refresh and see who is this first winner on the cash giveaway. Okay, this first winner is here. We're going to dial this person's number to see the first winner is right here. That's how easy the process is. Okay, very easy. So this is the first winner from our draw. We're calling this person to see where this person is. Let's see where this person will pick. This is the first. Good morning. My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Good morning, Austin.
Okay. How many times did you play our cash giveaway this morning?
I played 2 times.
2 times. And I'm sure you have received message from us.
So I just check your phone.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Emmanuel J. Yensua.
Emmanuel Yensua. Check your phone. There's a message there telling you that you have won $2,500 for playing this morning.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. So that's Emmanuel, our first winner. Let's go ahead and do another draw winner. You can be like Emmanuel if you dial *799# and follow the instruction. So let's go draw winner here, and then come back to refresh to see this second winner. Who could this person be? The process is very simple and easy to follow. So yes, we have our second winner here. Let's dial this person number and see. Let's call this person on. Okay, let's call this person. This person is our second winner on the cash giveaway this morning. We put money in your mobile money wallets, then we fire, and then we close up at 10 o'clock. So let's go. This is our second winner. *799#. Follow the instruction, and you can be like this second winner. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Austin.
Okay, you already know my name, so you know where I'm calling from. What's your name? Mohamed Kamara. How many times did you play our cash giveaway this morning?
I played 1 time this morning.
You played just 1 time and you won.
Yeah.
Okay. You saw the message, right?
Let me check my phone.
Okay, check your phone. Your money is in your wallet. So yes, that's our second winner, Mohamed Kamara from District 2. Okay, you can be like him by dialing *799#. And press 11 *799#. You send with few seconds. You enter 11 and send with few seconds. Enter 1 to play in US dollars, or you enter number 2 to play in Liberian dollars and send. And wait for a few seconds. They will ask you to enter your mobile money password, and then once you enter your mobile money password, you have played our cash giveaway. So let's go to call our second winner this morning on our third winner. On the cash giveaway. Let's go ahead and draw this win and draw winner 2005. Okay. And then we wait to refresh to see the third winner on the cash giveaway this morning. Who could this person be? Okay, we have this person here already on this number. Let's call this person. Quickly. Let's call this person. This is our third winner. This is our third winner on the cash giveaway this morning. This person phone will be down right at the moment. So the opportunity is yours. We still want to give out at least 25 persons, 25 winners this morning. So the opportunity now is yours to play. The more you play, the more the chances to win. Good morning to you.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
My name is Austin Kawa. What's your name?
I'm Nico Pocket.
Okay, I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
How many times did you play our cash giveaway this morning?
1 time.
Just 1 time?
Yes.
Have you received message from us?
Message. I checked.
Okay, please check your phone. There is a message telling you that you have won $2,500.
Wow, wonderful. Celebrate. My day is okay today.
On a Monday too.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is the radio station I usually listen to.
Oh, okay. Thank you for listening to us. Keep listening.
Okay, sir. I will spread to other people and tell them.
Exactly. And you are still qualified to play if you want to play again.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Okay, so you can play as many times as you want to play. There's no restriction on how many times you play or how many persons to play. And there's no restriction on the winners, the number of winners we are supposed to give out. Once you play, you qualify, we will give you, we'll do our jobs, and your number surfaces, we will call you and give you $2,500. So the process is very simple. Just dial *799#. You send, you enter 11, send, enter 1, and send, or enter 2 and send, and wait to enter your mobile money password. Simple. *799#, send. Wait few seconds, you enter 11 and send. Wait few seconds, you enter number 1 if you want to play in US dollars, or you enter number 2 if you want to play in LD and send, and then you enter your mobile money password. That's how short, simple, and easier the process is. Let's go ahead and draw our fourth winner this morning. We told you we'll give you as many winners as possible. But at least we want to make sure at least 25 of our followers, walk away with $2,500 this morning. So let's go ahead and draw winner this morning. Let's go ahead and draw winner and see who could be the fourth lucky winner. Let's go ahead, draw winner 25. Okay, so yes, it is drawing, it is done. Let's refresh to see the winner here. Let's go for this number. Okay, we have the number right here. We are going to call this fourth winner. So as soon as we come back, you can be playing because we are coming back to do the next draw to make sure you are amongst the winners. So we're coming back. So let's call this number. And yes, this is our fourth winner. Let's call this fourth winner. Imagine we say we can give at least 25 and we only have 4 winners. So it means that we have 21 more winners to give. So they're plenty. Don't worry. Just keep playing. The more you play, and that's the advantage. The more you play, the better the chances are to win. Okay, don't mind those who say they only play one time. You say because the other person play one time they won. So me, I play one time and win. No. So let's go. This is good morning to you. Hello, good morning. My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. I am okay. What's your name?
My name is
Alfonso Moore. You play our cash giveaway this morning.
Yes, sir.
How many times did you play?
Yes.
Oh, Alfonso Moore left the line. Is it a end of the call to check his money with his phone here first?
Valued subscriber, please be informed that the number you're trying to reach is currently switched off.
Okay, probably Alfonso ran out of current. But Alfonso has his money in his wallet already. So that's our fourth winner there, Alfonso. Let's go ahead and draw our fifth winner this morning. Let's see who could be the fifth winner here. Draw winner, $2,500. Okay, let's go. And then we'll wait a few seconds and refresh this page to get our fifth winner on the show this morning. Let's see who is this lucky person on the show. Okay, this person will call this person's number 0880. Let's call this person. This is our fifth winner this morning. 5 gone already, 20 to go. That's the least. When I say the least, it means we're going to give not less than 25, but we can give more than 25, but that's the least. So 5 gone already. It means we're targeting 20 more winners. So let's try. Let's go *799# and then follow the instruction and be like these winners. Okay, we have this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? What's your name?
My name is Bwaka Dulu calling from Parker.
Bwaka calling from Parker Corner. That's my Broadview area.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times did you play our cash giveaway?
2 times.
2 times this morning.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. Have you received message from us?
Yeah, I received message 2,500. Thank you.
Okay, you're most welcome, and you are still qualified to play.
Okay.
You can play as many times as you wish. Even if you win, you can still play. You're still qualified to play. That's it. No restriction. Just be a mobile money subscriber and have a Lone Star Cell mobile money account. Okay, you can play as many times as you want to play. Even if you win, you can still play. So let's go ahead. That's our fifth winner. We said we're giving 20 winners out today. 20 winners, at least 25. At least 25. So we're already giving 5 winners. Let's see who can give additional. Let's see who can do the jaws and run into our political discussion. We have so let's go. Let's do draw. Let's go. Let's go for the sixth winner. Draw winner, $2,500. Okay. So we're waiting for a few seconds. Let's refresh and see this sixth winner. And just as we're going to look for the sixth winner, the money is already instantly going into that person's account. Okay. Now, so let's go for the sixth winner on the show this morning. 0880. Okay, this person is our sixth winner. This is our sixth winner on the show. So yes, we will call this person. And you too can be like these people by dialing *799# and follow the instruction. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I am okay. How are you?
I'm fine.
My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Did you say your name?
My name is
Dion Cooper. How many times did you play our Freedom FM cash giveaway?
This morning I played full time.
This morning 4 times.
Yes.
Okay, but you are a winner. Did you receive the message?
Yeah, I just received message now.
Okay, Dion Cooper, congratulations to you.
Okay.
And the advantage is that you are still qualified to play, and you can play as many times as you wish. The mental May 2005. Okay, so that's it. Dion Cooper is our sixth winner this morning on our cash giveaway. You can be like him and many others by playing our Freedom Cash giveaway. So the process is just very simple. Once you dial *799# and then you send, you wait for a few seconds, you enter number 11, you send, and wait for a few seconds, you enter number 1. That is if you are playing in US dollars. Or you enter number 2 if you are playing in LD, and you send. Then you wait for a few seconds, you enter your mobile money password. That's how easy the process is. So let's assume I am playing in LD. All I have to do is I dial *799# and send, and wait for a few seconds. I enter number 11, I send. I wait for a few seconds, I enter number 2, I send, and I wait for a few seconds and enter my mobile money password. If I am playing in US dollars, I'm following the same process. The only difference is that I'm going to enter 1. So if I'm playing in US dollars, I will dial *799# and send, wait for a few seconds, enter number 11 and send, and wait for a few seconds, enter number 1 and send, wait for a few seconds, enter my mobile money password. That's the process. So the only difference is number 1 and number 2. After you enter 11, because number 1 is asking you to play in US and number 2 is to play in LD. Okay, so that's how easy the process is. Let's go ahead and do our seventh draw this morning on the show. Our 7th draw this morning is there. Draw winner 2005. Okay, and then refresh the page to see the 7th winner this morning on the show. I'll be checking. Okay, we have our 7th winner this morning on the show. Let's call this 7th winner on the show. The 7th winner on the show is let's call the 7th winner on the show this morning. Okay, this is the 7th winner. Okay, this is our 7th winner. Let's call this person. Okay, the person's number is ringing. Okay, so let's wait to speak with this person. The process is very simple and easy. You just have to listen keenly and follow the instruction. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name, please?
I'm Lofty Kekula.
Okay, Lofty Kekula. You play our Freedom FM cash giveaway this morning, right?
Sure.
Okay, how many times did you play?
Yes,
2 times.
Just one.
Just 1 time.
Yes.
You are a lucky winner. Did you receive message from us? Sorry, what did you say? Okay, okay, okay. The line is terrible, so we will not continue with the conversation. But at least she said she played just one time, and she's a winner this morning, a lucky winner too. So that's the process. That's our seventh winner. So you can be like the seventh winner. We'll try to reach 10, and then I'll get our first 10, and then we can go to our conversation. So we can go for let's see whether we can do the remaining three draws, and then we get 10 winners, and then we'll come back and do additional 10 winners, 10 draws, and then we do five, and then we can get 25 persons as winners this morning. But the opportunity is this process is just simple. Dial *799# and follow the instruction, and then you can be a part of our cash giveaway. So just simple process, *799#, and then you send. You wait for a few seconds. You enter 11. You send. You enter number 1 if you want to play in US dollars and send. If you want to play in Liberian dollars, you enter number 2 and send, and wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password, and then you have played. That's how simple and easier the process is, folks. Very easy to go. So you can be like these seven winners to add up to make it 25. At least 25% will walk away this morning. So let's go and do our let's go and do our eighth draw this morning. Star draw winner 2005. Okay. And then wait to refresh and get the eighth winner on the show this morning. Who could that eighth lucky winner be? Let's go and see we can get the eighth lucky winner this year. Okay, we have this person. Let's go ahead and call the eighth lucky winner this morning. Okay, on this number. Okay, so we will do that, just that. We do just that quickly, and then we call the eighth lucky winner. This is this person. This is the person. So let's go. Eighth person going already. We want to target the first 10, and then we'll come back. We'll target the last 10 or last 15. Because we said the least we want to give out this morning is 25 winners. We want to give 25 winners. That's the least. We can go to 30, 40, 90. Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are speaking with Austin Kawa from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Our system.
My name.
Your name?
Anthony Chaka.
Okay, Anthony. How many times did you play our Freedom Cash giveaway?
2 times.
2 times. And you have won yourself $2,500.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, that's Anthony, our eighth winner. Let's see what we can go for our 9th and 10th winner, and then we can call it a day on the first segment and run into our political discussion this morning, which is very sensitive, very important for all of us to understand a few things. So let's go and see whether we can target our 9th and 10th winner this morning. Since we have the 8th winner already, let's go and target the 9th and 10th winner. Yeah, so that's how it is, folks. That's how it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. So let's go. Yeah, I'm receiving some very, very interesting information this morning from the office of the president. So, yeah, very interesting conversation from the office of the president. From the office of the president. Okay. We copy cool. Okay. Okay. From the executive mansion. Yeah, executive mansion. Okay. I've been in. He having pushing he having sent the beginning say y'all be I know y'all be talking while we're working, y'all be worried while we're working. Okay. My phone is misbehaving this morning. I don't know. Yeah, the phone is misbehaving. Oh man. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me give you some time to let me give you some time to adjust. Yeah, that's what happened to these Samsung phones. That's what happened to these Samsung. So, folks, let's go to talk something else. While these people are playing, we will be doing their jobs and sending their money to their mobile money accounts. But we have to go. We have a lot to talk about this morning. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk other things. So on last week, we held a conversation. We had a conversation on last week about the Supreme Court ruling. And maybe you need a reminder, or those of you who did not follow, maybe you need that reminder. So let's do it like this. Because you see, in society, there are people who can choose to be. There are people who arrogance can lead them into stupidity. Have you experienced before where the man does not know, the man does not have any sense? Or have you sat in class with people before who are not making sense? Maybe doing class discussion, the person is not making sense, but the person is so confident. The person is so arrogant, boastful in his or her utterances, thinking that they're making sense, but they're not making sense. Have you sat in class before in a gathering where you experience that? Do you know how embarrassing it can be? Especially not you who are not making sense, but you are a participant in that gathering. You're in a gathering, you're having a conversation, you know the man making sense, imagine how you can be embarrassed. But that man does not know that he's not making sense. All that man knows that he's making sense. Do you know how embarrassing it can be? That's the case with some of our folks. Their understanding of governance or leadership is get credential. When you get credential, anything you do, it making sense. Anything you do, it makes sense. That's the interpretation of a governance leadership. Jack go sit in classroom, manage your way someone away, they call you up, put you someone a black gown, put someone a thing here, they give you paper, you satisfy. When you're given an opportunity to work, don't be professional or technical. Don't be detailed. Just get the document, just get paper. You will say in the morning and say good afternoon. In their wisdom or in their mind, it is the right thing to do to say good afternoon 8 a.m. to tell somebody good afternoon at 8 a.m. Then you're making a lot of sense because what? You get paper from a university. That's our main understanding of governance or leadership. And that's why some of us, that's why we don't get along. And the thing, I met a guy, but let's go. Let me get this document from the court. I met a guy. He's a big brother anyway. Yeah, he's a big brother over the weekend. I'll tell you a story about he and I interaction. Yeah, we had an interesting conversation, interesting interaction on the weekend. I think it was on a Saturday. Yeah, on a Saturday. So let's go. Let's get this. Let's get this one first. What is it? What is it? You okay? Okay. Okay, this here. So this is exactly what the Supreme Court authorized, instructed. This is exactly what the Supreme Court authorized, instructed. In the Supreme Court's judgment, The Supreme Court said, and I'm going to read verbatim. The Supreme Court said that the Supreme Court has held Article 89 of the Constitution of 1986, which gives the legislature the authority to create autonomous agencies, does not contravene Article 56 of the Constitution. Because the argument in the code was that Article 56 gives the president the authority to appoint officials in government. And officials appointed in government work at the will of the president. This means the president reserves the right to remove them at any time at his will. That's the UP's argument. So remove them, even if they have tenure. Article 56 gives the president the authority to appoint, and those appointed in government work at the president's will. So they can be fired at any time, even if they have tenure. When they took this argument to the Supreme Court said no. The Supreme Court said we hold the fact, the agreement, the fact, the reality that Article 89 of the Constitution, which gives the legislature the authority, they said no. Article 89 gives the legislature the authority to enact other government agencies, autonomous agencies, corporations, and all of that for the smooth operations or governance of the state. Now, in the absence of the LTA, it means there will be no telecommunication regulatory agency in the country. But because the governors then of the state say we need to separate the telecommunication in the industry, we need one group to serve as the policy arm, we need one group to serve as the service provider, and we need another group to serve as the regulator. But we can just have the Ministry of Posts doing everything before the Ministry of Posts was doing what LTA is doing. So they said, no, let's separate it. So they keep the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunication as a policy arm. Then they say, we have the telco as the service provider, meaning the telco now can provide GSM services to compete with other people in the private sector. And then we will have LTA to regulate them. So when you say you come in terminate or mobile monitoring or people experiencing data issue and people experiencing network problem, all of that, that one will run to LTA. LTA, what happened? The telco network too bad. Those are internet too slow. Orange call can be cracking. The regulator will call them in and say, hey, these are issues from the consumers. You have to resolve them. What are the issues? Because they have to regulate the sector to ensure that that services are effectively provided to the public and they are accessible, affordable, and all of that. So that's the context, the wisdom of the government then to say, let's separate their responsibilities. They were not existing. The fact that they created the Liberia Telecommunications Authority, and that authority was created on the legitimacy of Article 89 of the Constitution, because the executive could not have established LTA without the approval of the legislature. So for the legislature to create that autonomous agency, it must have constitutional authority to create that. So on which constitutional reliance did the legislature create the Liberia Telecommunication Authority? The legislature stood on the reliance or the foundation, the constitutional reliance of Article 89 to act on the request of the executive by creating the LTA. So they created the LTA on the constitutional reliance of Article 89. And when they created that LTA, they said, we won't give them tenure because of the nature of the work they're doing. to give them independence so that they cannot be dismissed at any time by any politician who does not like them or who doesn't want them. Today, to avoid today's situation with Baka, the legislature say we gave the people tenure to strengthen their independence, to encourage independence, strengthen their independence. So we gave them tenure. At the time LTA was established and granted tenure, Joe Baka was vice president and president of the Senate. So when President Selidan submitted the bill, it went to the legislature. They all sat down and discussed, debated, held public hearings. The Senate debated this bill. And when the House passed, it went to the Senate. The Senate debated this bill. I remember Mr. Baka even presided over that debate that day. As vice president of the Senate, he presided over this debate. When the Senate debated and concorded with the House. Today, after that, when the Senate said, okay, we concord with the House, it has to go to the vice president to sign, right? The vice president has to sign. So they concord with the House, and the vice president signed. His signature is on it. If you see the LTA Act, you see Joseph Baka's signature on it as vice president. Tell you what Israel when he signed it. Granted, they tell you. Today he comes back on the seat and say he has the constitutional authority and in Article 56 to remove people even if they have tenure. So the Supreme Court say they hold the fact that Article 89 gives the legislature the right, the authority to create tenure jobs. They also went forward to say, hence, the act by the president of Liberia in nominating persons to the petitioner's positions, meaning to the LTA people, lottery people positions, while their tenures are still in force, meaning active and unexpired, is tantamount to their removal from office. So the court first acknowledged that to nominate people to those people who have tenure jobs, you were removing them. It means you are removing them. So you are removing them. The court established that. The court went further to say that there being no showing of the existence of any of the conditions for the petitioner removal from office as stipulated in the acts creating the respective entities to which the petitioners are appointed, their said removal from office prior to the expiry of the tenure without due process is ultra virus. They're clear by it. So if you want to remove the people, you must establish cause because the act are created and say you must establish cause. And that cause can only be established through due process. Nothing happened. So the court say it's unacceptable. The court clear that it is unacceptable. It does not count. It does not hold water. It does not justify your action. Then the court went forward to say, wherefore, in view of the foregoing, the alternative writ of prohibition issued by the justice in chambers is hereby affirmed. Because the justice in chamber either place a stay or a hold or halt on the president's action. They say, Mr. President, no, you have to stop. You are halted, you are prevented. Don't proceed in replacing those people on the tenure jobs. Come, let's hear the issue. They have complaint here for you. So the one the court say they affirmed. They say the justice in chamber is hereby affirmed and the preemptory writ pray for granted. The nominations giving rise to these petitions are hereby all revoked. The clerk of court is mandated to a party, and it is hereby so order. So the court revoked Joe Baka's decision. People will have to go back to resume. What did Joe Baka do? after they revoked his decision. What did he do? Let's look for Mr. Barker's press release under the executive mansion. I think they should be it. They should be it. So let's go for his press release. Yeah, let's go for Barker press release. Barker wrote after the court, he did a press release. And let me see what I can get all these things from where here. Where's my okay? He did a press release. We'll get it, don't worry. After this, Barker did a press release. I'm looking for the press release Barker did. Okay, this is the press release. Okay. And after everything, after this ruling from the Supreme Court, Mr. Barker did a press statement on the 25th of April because the Supreme Court ruling was on the 24th. So Barker did a press release on the 25th of April. And this was what Mr. Barker wrote. The caption is President Barker welcomes Supreme Court's ruling on 10 new officials. Executive Mansion Monrovia, President Joseph Heman Barker Sr. has welcomed the rulings of the Honorable Supreme Court of Liberia relative to recent nominations at some government institutions. What does Supreme Court say? He revoking the president's decision to nominate people in those class jobs because their tenures have not expired, and that the procedure used to nominate people in their job to replace them did not meet due process because there was no cause given or established for their removal. He said he welcomed that. He went further to say the president reaffirms his commitment to upholding the rule of law and will therefore honor the rulings of the High Court. President Barker believes that strict adherence to the rule of law is fundamental to strengthening institutions and building a vibrant democracy. He said this is his belief, but we'll tell you how his action contradicts this belief, this so-called belief. We'll tell you how his witchcraft action contravenes this so-called belief for strengthening democracy and strengthening institutions and building vibrant democracy. This principle, he notes, is the core of the government's arrest agenda that focuses on agriculture, road, blah, 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 all kind of bull crap. The road. This was on the 25th of April 2024. Mr. Barker wrote this nonsense. Let's go to Barker's next action after he wrote this. Upholding, affirming the Supreme Court's ruling. Let's go for what Barker did next. Right after that, this is what Barker did. Where is it? Yeah, this is what Barker did. Right after that, the next day was the 26th, right? On the 25th, the man said, I respect the ruling. I will uphold this. It happen a good because it strengthens institutions and helps to build a vibrant democracy and all of that. On the 26th, the same deceptive 79-year-old Baptist deacon came back with a release on the E-Mansion website. And this is what they wrote. They said, President Barker suspends the Board of Commissioners of the Liberia Telecommunications Authority. Now, read portion of it. The President of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Heman Barker, has suspended with immediate effect Madam Edwina Zagba, Mr. Israel Kisai, Mr. Sultan Tatas, Mr. James Bawie, and Mr. Osborne Dix, chairperson and commissioners, respectively, of the Liberia Telecommunications Authority for allegation of questionable financial transactions and other malpractices at the authority. Questionable financial transactions and other malpractices. The president has requested a comprehensive audit. The old man has not done any audit. Look, Anyway, let me read it in and come back. The president has requested a comprehensive audit of the LTA by the General Auditing Commission to investigate the allegations at the authority. He urged the suspended officials to cooperate fully with the GSC and they undertake the investigation. As they undertake the investigation. Guess what? I know a few Bratmans, auditors in the UP. And I've had conversations with some of them on the weekend. I understand their support to the Unity Party, and I understand that their proximity, they don't have that proximity that will be able to, some of them, a few of them, two of them I know, if two of them have the proximity to Joe Biden, they will tell you, say, no, Mr. President, this is the wrong step, this is the wrong approach. One is a United Methodist big brother. If you gave him chance to sit near Barack and read this, you tell Mr. Barack, say, no, Mr. President, this is the wrong approach. There is something that is supposed to inform the allegation of financial malpractices. At the level of the presidency, it can be on ESA, they say. So as a certified auditor, I would advise that you issue this statement alleging financial malpractices on the basis of ESA in the absence of an internal audit or a GSC or a general audit. That's why that big brother said to me, even though he is a Unity partisan, and I know him, I'm saying it because I know that if you gave him chance to sit near Braga, he would say, no, Mr. President, we can proceed. Let's commission an internal audit first. Based on the internal audit, then we can proceed to take this political action. But to just announce to just suspend a group of people and say you believe that you suspend on allegation, where is the allegation? What's the source of the allegation? Because the source of the allegation must be legitimate, must be official. So somebody can go and say, oh, what am I meant from the port? Usman, not Usman, but Dugle is corrupt. Then you suspend Dugle because somebody said Dugle is corrupt? At the level of the presidency. You can do that at the level of the presidency, but you can see that this is happening because the witch hunt is clear and Braga is determined to be at any 79-year-old woman who would choose to be disrespectful should also prepare himself to be disrespected. That's it. Braga is witch hunting those people clear cut. So I'm not even wasting my time on witch hunt this morning. We're going into the crux of the matter. So I'm not wasting my time on witch hunt. Because it is glaring that Mr. Braga is witch hunting those people at LTA and other places. So I'm not going to waste my time. But even in a case where you want to make political decisions, it can be done in an irresponsible form and manner. That the whole country, including the K-2 students, will see and say that the other one, but you just want the people there. It speaks to how low your intellect is. It says how elementary you can be. Imagine being elementary in your actions. Sitting in the presidency, being elementary in your action at the age of 79. Just imagine. In the presidency, you are being so elementary in your action at that age of 79. That even the Proman 2 or the K2 student, ABC student will see and say, oh, but you just want a man there. Let's also go further. The man said in a release that with a comical party. In a release, he urged the GSC, urged the suspended officials to cooperate fully with the GSC as they undertake the investigation. The Liberian leader expressed confidence that the investigation will reveal any financial impropriety and help identify corrective measures to prevent such occurrences in the future. You see, wars The way people use words to can bring your ability into question. Occurrence and reoccurrence, they have to be carefully used. When something reoccurrence is a repeat of an action or something, I slap you today for the first time, it means a situation of me slapping has occurred. It has not reoccurred because it did not happen before. So when I slap you for the first time, it can't be reoccurrence. That's occurrence, right? Because the first time it happened once. When that same action happens the second time, that reoccurrence. So if the action happened one time, the first time, I slap you. Then same time say, AB, you investigate Austin. What led to him slapping Peter John? And the actions that you take or that the AB investigation will advance will be to avoid the reoccurrence. You get the point? It means the penalty, if it is established that I slap Peter John, it means the penalty or my punishment is intended to avoid me doing the same thing or repeating my action. So that reoccurrence, say we punish a man, we suspended Austin for 1 week to avoid reoccurrence. But that's not the real issue. We just have to point all this small thing there. So because like poor people, then like people who say the notebook. Baka went forward to say the LTA is a crucial institution, blah, which I don't get that for that one because that's so words he's using. But this is a weird thing. They may say Ewino Zagbane, he's convinced that Ewino, yes, he's accusing Ewino Zagbane on allegations of questionable financial transactions. What are financial transactions? Receiving, spending, receiving. Anything that has to do with receiving money and spending money at the entities, right? At your entity constitute financial transactions. Anything that represents you spending money at your entity or receiving money or spending money constitute your financial transaction. And entities do not receive money or spend money without paperwork. No entity receives money or spends money without paperwork. So, for you to allege that that LTA's financial transactions are questionable, there must have been an internal audit, which will only require a general audit, and the general audit will come in to confirm or validate wrongdoings. Because the internal audit will basically say, don't do this the way, you are not doing it the way, you do. Just internal controls. Internal audit will tell you what to do. GSC audit will tell you what you did not do. So he may not elect it in this case, in a case where he had already alleged that LTA has questionable financial transactions. It means you have already, the internal audit cannot do that work now. But there must be something that informs your allegation. Have you reviewed the financial records of the LTA? When did you review the financial records of the LTA? How did you review it? Who are those you use? Who are those happy to review the financial records? How did you access the financial records of the LTA? When did you access the financial records of the LTA? Because you said from the people's financial transactions. Transaction, they're not talking. Transaction, they're not talking. Because when you want racing, it pass you internal audit. You have to do request, you raise version, invoice, all the kind of thing. Everything goes through internal audit, internal review, then one by one. and internally grants consent, and then it goes to finance for payment. Finance issue check. So Mr. Burger has to tell what is he? And these are the technical conversations that Mr. Burger does not want to hear. He will not do because we know that the guys are being witch hunted. So there will be allegation on ahead. But Burger has to be hard to get sense more. His senses will have to come back to him to understand that hey, these guys might go back to court. If they go back to court, it will still not make sense. The first thing, Burger is trying to establish cause because the Supreme Court say he did not establish cause. And he agreed that he did not establish cause. So he goes back down to establish cause to remove them. You get the point? So initially, he did not establish cause to remove them. He ran the Supreme Court. The people ran the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, no, you remove the people illegally. Because you didn't establish cause. Even establish cause, it has to be done through due process. So he goes back to say he's going now to go look for cause. So what is happening in the most simplistic manner to say is that Burger now is looking for cause to remove the LTA commissioners, to remove the notary people, to remove governance commission people, and to remove NRR people. So he's now looking for cause to remove them. But this is how he's looking for cause, the wrong way. The allegation is clear. After Mr. Burger gets sense to know that, or the people around him get sense to know that, he let commission an audit of the people. After the audit, we can find what we want to find. But you audit the people. There's no documents internal for internal control that will speak to questionable financial transactions and other malpractices. Then you go ahead and dismiss and accuse the people. You accuse the people, you suspend them. Everything is just wrong. How you have the power to remove the people. Then you are the one accusing them. So you are accusing them, you are suspending them, you are authorizing their investigation. And then guess what he said? He said the people already, he said they are suspended for questionable financial transaction. Then he comes back to say he is commissioning a GSC audit. And then he said he is expressing confidence. He said, I'm very sure that the investigation will reveal what I'm accusing them of. This is what Burger is saying. He accuses them first. Then he asks GSC to go in and audit and look for the allegation, look for what he accused them of. Then he comes back in the fourth paragraph, 1, 2, 3, in the fourth paragraph to say, I am confident, I am very sure that the investigation will reveal any financial impropriety and help identify corrective measures to prevent such occurrences in the future. Even established, it may already say he showed that GSC audit will find fault on the people. This is what he has released. Just imagine somebody is accusing you of stealing, and they are constituting a committee to investigate you for stealing, and then they are telling the investigator, say, I hope that your investigation, I'm sure, I'm confident that your investigation will establish that they may steal. This is the bold reg that Burger is saying. Oh, and this was written on Executive Mansion website. This is it. Somebody accuses you of stealing. Then the same person constitutes a committee to investigate you. Then the same person say, I am confident, I am sure, I am hoping that you who going to investigate James, that you will find evidence or that you will prove or that you will establish that Jim did steal. That's what the immersion. This has never happened. Look, as very manipulative as President Sadiq was when she wanted to get things done, we didn't see this. As quote unquote, what the word can say inept. As quote unquote inept as they presented Mr. Weah, we did not see this. The witch hunt is so clear, and Braga is so determined to continue to pursue his witch hunt against officials who he does not want to work with, who are believed to be seditious. So the witch hunt is so clear to the extent that it is stated in the immersion press release that, hey, you go there, you. I believe the man stole. I want you to go investigate him. And I'm convinced that you will establish that the man stole. This is what the video is saying. I believe the man stole. I want you to please investigate him. And I'm convinced, I'm sure, I'm hopeful, I'm hoping, I'm confident that you will establish that the man stole. That's what Baka is saying here. You see how they indicted themselves? The folks are going to take all of these things to the Supreme Court. They will go back to the Supreme Court. To the extent that they are even threatening the people. Some of them are issuing threats to the people, telling them how the people have had the commissioners are engaging in the fight with the president. That is a disrespect. People are displeased. People's characters, people's integrity. The president is attempting to rub mud on people's integrity, people's personalities. And some of you stupid people sit down there and say they are fighting the president. It is the president that is fighting them. He's inviting fight onto himself because he has no clue of governance. So he wants to cause distraction for himself. So he's running after commissioners at LTA. A serious president will be busy with holding meetings with the World Bank and the IMF and other donor partners, holding meetings with investors to come here and have a serious conversation to start exploring investment opportunities. A serious president in his first year will be concerned about that. But because this man has been so unserious and he is refusing to be serious for once, so he said, let me look for the petty things that will cause distraction for the whole 1 year, because 1 year I can't achieve anything. So let me act they are working. Let me act like I'm fighting corruption. But in essence, I am witch hunting these people. I don't want them. For me, I don't care how Joe Baka say he wants to run, he wants to succeed. I don't care how he wants to succeed. But every action that is taken, some of us, we will bore holes in them for you to see the reality. I say agree with me. Do you really think I'm looking for you to agree with me? I don't need you to agree with me. I need you to hear me out. That's all. So if you do not want to hear me out, I mean, switch your radio off or switch to another radio station. If you do not want to hear me out, it means don't watch my live. Walk away. But all I want is for you to hear me and watch me and view me. That's all. I don't want you to agree with me. I just want you to watch me or listen to me and hear me out. That's all. So when you hear me out and you still don't see that Mr. Baka is behaving very extremely irresponsible, then that's your business. That's your decision, not mine. Not mine. What kind of serious president would really kind of careless, Mr. Baka? Your people were careless in the selection of the awards. They were careless. That's different. They were careless in the selection of the awards. You have the authority to appoint. The person their predecessor appointed, you accusing the person of financial misdealings, questionable financial transactions. You accusing the person, you are the one investigating the person. And you are telling the investigator, say, you have confidence in them that they will establish your allegation against the individuals. Fast senses working here. Somebody fast senses working here. You accuse the man of stealing, then you appoint somebody to investigate the man. Then you say, yeah, you have confidence that the person who go and investigate the man will establish your allegation. You've already manipulated, you already compromised the investigation. And you want us to take that serious? We're not going to take that investigation serious. In the GSC, you know why the GSC has lost integrity or no? In the entire regime of President Salif, all the officials of government, or most of them that were accused by the GSC, they discredited the GSC report. It was George Weah who restored the dignity. He didn't even fold it. He helped to restore the dignity of the GSC. Today, people, including Amara Kone and the rest of the other folks, can make reference to GSC reports that are not even favoring the CDC government. Yes, if you don't know, there are GSC reports that do not favor the CDC government. It left Braga to pursue them and prosecute those, or subject some of them to investigation. But at least the GSC are giving teeth. Or not George Weah to bite. Did you hear any noise around here about GSC? Because the people started doing political audits. And so people like Larry Brubler and Gafan, they were discrediting all the reports that were coming from GSC against them because they felt the audits were witch hunting them. They were political audit. But that GSC lost integrity. Under the Weah government, we brought people in who will do professional audit. Will publish the reports, and Weah officials will not come publicly to say, I disagree with exhibit this, exhibit that in the audit report. The same thing Joe Baga is doing today. I know a guy from the GSC. He used to be one of the deputy auditor general for something for audit. Now he has a job. When he left that job, he did not get a job for almost 3-4 years. It's about being there are some actions that we took, there's some work that we did were totally political. They haunted some of us because there are some job interviews that went for those questions, those concerns, those work, the outcome of those work were brought before us during our interview. And he said, I can admit that I lost 2 jobs. 2 jobs. One with an international NGO called not Action Aid. I'll get it. And another with the African Development Bank. He lost 2 jobs because of a particular audit that he referenced. So some of you guys at the GSC, look, if do you know what it is to go to school and study and learn at that level, or claim to be educated at that level? Some professional people or technicians who walk away from political audits. They say, no, I'm not getting involved. I'll resign. They will resign their jobs. Because it is glaring that Joe Baga wants to use the GSC to witch hunt people. So Mr. Baga, in essence, will be justifying, saying, but it was not me that did the audit. It was the GSC that did the audit. And GSC is our supreme audit institution. So the fact that GSC did the audit, they are the technicians. They said to me, they told me that they established costs. They established financial misdealings. So I'm only acting on the GSC audit report. So Baga is playing smart to shift his witch hunt, his action to witch hunt, to shift that to the GSC, an entity that is supposed to be technical, an entity that is supposed to be professional. He wants to shift that. He wants to draw the GSC into the political power play. When the Supreme Court rule, he will run to the GSC to use GSC to witch hunt people to justify his action. The GSC has to be very smart enough. Your life does not end on Joe Baga. Your life will not end on Joe Baga. At GSC, at your level, there's no CDC in UP. Because we will use your work. We will use the outcome of your audit report to judge all of you tomorrow. You see, today we are still making references to John Molu audits. You see, today we are still making references because at a certain point in time, they decided to go after people in government. So they politicized the audit, and we did not get any outcome of it. In some cases, Eddie had to even stand up and say, no, I trust this person. This is the case we're talking about. Joe Baga has outlived his usefulness. Joe Baga, this is a man whose survival He loves survival. Everything about him is tied to public service. So Mr. Barker has gotten everything in his life on public service. I mean, on taxpayers' money. He's 79. He has nothing to lose at age 79. He can take any action he wants to take. He has nothing to lose. Those of us who are still young, we have a lot to lose. So we should not allow Mr. Barker to push us into doing the wrong things. I can sit here and criticize Joe Barker. All I can say is I must not lie on Joe Barker that posterity will judge me wrongly tomorrow. But I must be able to look him in the face and say, Mr. Barker, you lie. I must be able to look him in the face and say, Mr. Barker, this action, this behavior is irresponsible. Yeah. Okay? I must be able to say that. I should not lie on him, that's all. I should not lie on anybody. My information I provide should not be untrue. That's all. Once it is a fact and you're going to hate me for the fact, I don't have problem with that. I prefer you hating me or disliking me or being displeased with me because I said the truth than to like me because I lied to you and you want to hear me lying. But this is what Joe Barker has said. The GSC must find cause. The GSC must establish what he has accused the commissioners of. What do you think is that? Ms. Barker who is looking for fight. He's looking for fight of the Supreme Court. He's looking for fight of people all around the place, civil servants. The Supreme Court has ruled. The responsible thing to do is to honor the ruling of the Supreme Court. Okay, I agree this moment. Let me be realistic. Let me be realistic in this whole not realistic. I want another one. I'll get the one I want to do. Let me play the devil's advocate. Let me play the devil's advocate. Okay, Mr. Barker is president. He has the power. Okay? The power the Constitution gives him excessive power. If you want to use power, you have to use power smartly. You use power, and everybody see that that your action is so dull. They're the dullest student in K2. You have to be smart in using power. Power is for smart people. Political power, in fact, is for smart people. Political power is not for arrogant, dull, and arrogant people like Joe Barker. Political power is for smart people. Because your action has to be smart, that even your critics will find it difficult to criticize you. The Supreme Court just ruled today. You just acknowledged the Supreme Court ruling yesterday. The following day, you suspend everybody. What's smart about that? What's the rush about? Even if you want to get at the people, sit down quietly, and you see what accepting. You got the technicians, use them to play. Use them. You could call GSC in after 2 weeks to 1 month. Just call GSC in. GSC did not even call GSC to audit. They didn't have to be public service announcement. You got sat down, read GSC, and you wrote authorizing all the essential bank and NSA. Again, you are in error. You have to deactivate, decommission the audit. You go already GSC, go and audit the lottery authority, this. And GSC will go in there, do their work for the politics. You will not politicize the GSC work. The GSC now will go in there and do professional work. Now the people who are being audited will come outside and say, oh, people they may send auditors in with the auditing also. They themselves will come outside and say, because they'll be afraid of which one. But the way you do play, when they prepare playing it, you won't which one also. But the way you playing it, do it quietly. So instead the GSC or the auditors in there auditing. So they now will be bringing the information outside, not you. But the way you do the thing, it just shows that you get no experience. That shows that you got no experience. And you got nobody around you say like, experience. Everybody is just overly exuberant about the fact that they're in government. Most of the people there, they have never held those positions before. They're first time holding positions in government at that level. 99% of the people holding appointed jobs in the executive mansion, 99% of them have never held jobs at that level. Their first time. So you see where the excitement is coming from? You see where the over seriousness is coming from? And that's why they're making all of these mistakes. I'm not going to sit there and tell you you're sleeping and why they're making those mistakes. That's why you should not be sleeping as president. That's why you should not be sleeping. Don't tell me the Ome is not in charge. He is supposed to be in charge. And you tell me he's not in charge. Who's in charge? Who's in charge? And you tell me the Ome is not in charge. Who's in charge? Don't tell me that bull crap that the Ome is not in charge. He's in charge. He's in charge. And you tell me the Ome is not in charge? Also, that who in charge of the country? Why you tell me Joe Burger is not in charge? Listen to the letter, the exact letter he wrote to the LTA boss. He said, "Dear Madam Chairperson, my office has reviewed the detailed status report submitted by your agency on the operations of the LTA and other transactional documents. Given the questionable nature of some financial transactions noted in the report, you and your entire board of commissioners of the Liberia Telecommunications Authority are hereby suspended with immediate effect, pending the outcome of the investigation. Consequently, the General Auditing Commission has been instructed to spearhead an investigation and conduct a comprehensive audit of all activities covering your tenure at the LTA. You are therefore ordered to make yourself available to the GSC for full investigation." This is the letter he wrote. He said people submitted their financial, submitted their operations to him and all transactional documents. So GSC is going into audit to audit transactional documents. GSC is going to audit. GSC is going to find wrongdoings, violations, because IA say you are not supposed to violate. So because you are not supposed to violate, IA in there to prevent violation, to prevent wastage, to prevent misapplication, to prevent misappropriation. That's what IA is supposed to prevent, stop it from happening. That's why they're the internal audit agency. They are there for internal controls. So they're supposed to stop, prevent. The fact that Joe Burger is saying, go in, the transactions have already been done. So, but in essence, he's also indicting the internal audit agency. Because I is supposed to say, hey, no, we can't approve this. We can't do this. So GSC is going in now to say, okay, even though IA say we can't approve this, so I did not give consent to this. Okay, but they still went ahead to purchase or to procure or to do this. Okay, that be another transaction. I also rejected. They still went ahead. Okay, so when you go in there, you see IA rejection of their transactions. Then it means you are indicting the IA too. So the IA too will have to be investigated. So we prepare for that. If that's what Joe Burger wants, we are ready for that. Let me read what a lawyer wrote. Let me read what a lawyer wrote. This is what this lawyer wrote. Hope I get it from here. Let me see. Okay. A lawyer wrote this. He said, A serious constitutional crisis is looming between the Liberian judiciary and the executive branch, and this has to do with arbitrarily suspending the tenurees, meaning people with tenures, and appointing the very people whose nominations spark a series of legal challenges which the government has lost to act in their tenurees and in their states. This is an open challenge to the rule of law and on the integrity and independence of the Liberian judiciary. This lawyer say this is an open challenge to the rule of law and on the integrity. It's a challenge on the integrity and the independence of the rule of law. Sorry, of the judiciary. We see a gradual slide or retreat from judicial sanity to chaos. And there seems quite an emboldened resolve by the executive to muzzle the Liberian judiciary and render its judgments meaningless. The Supreme Court, having declared unconstitutional the removal of tenure officials with the argument that they cannot be removed for cause. That means they can only be removed for cause. The executive has no other alternative but to honor the judgment of the court. To summarily suspend tenure officials and then appoint the same people whose nominations trigger the legal challenges is counterproductive and undermines the principle of coordination and ought to subsist between and amongst the three branches of government. I am afraid the tenure officials will run back to the Supreme Court, and this is where a constitutional standoff may commence. A lawyer, and I read that one. Very popular lawyer wrote this. Now, this is where I wanted us to conclude this conversation. That's why I kept it for the last. Let me take my water break. The last time we had a conversation here, folks, we said to you that Joe Barker was going to disrespect the Supreme Court. We also said to you that Mr. Barker's statement conceding. We said, don't be surprised if Mr. Barker comes back to go after those people. We also said that. We said because Mr. Barker is very, very insensitive to our laws. We said Mr. Barker has been very disrespectful to the rule of law. He does not regard the rule of law. And we cited instances. You see, on a weekend, I met, let me call you an angry follower. There's a difference between follower and fan. I met an angry follower on the weekend, a big brother. When I walk in, and then a big brother from Broadview, very powerful, Special P shouted my name, Ostikawa. And that's how he always greet me. Anytime he see me, anywhere he sees me, he will call my phone in loudly. So Special P was sitting with the big brother I'm talking about. When Special P called my name, he turned around. He said, who the Austin Kawa? The Austin Kawa from Freedom? Special P said, yeah, that's the mayor. That's my boy. And then the big brother became so outraged. Apparently, he had been setting to see me or see AB or Khan to express himself. The first thing he said, I don't like him. That's the first thing he said. Oh, women, who is he? I don't like him. He's very rude. He doesn't know how to talk to the president. That's what he said. I don't like him. He's very rude. He doesn't know how to talk to the president. And I'm unethical. I'm this, I'm that. I'm not following the ethics of journalism and everything. So Special P tried to, coming out. No, what do you mean? I pop Special P on the back. No, Chief. He's also a big brother. Special is also a big brother. I said, no, Chief. Leave the boss man. Let the boss man express himself. Then I say, you see, the work we do, I don't expect everybody, you don't expect everybody to agree with what I say or how I say my things, the things I say about Bwaka. I said, and that's the beauty of the democracy that we want to see. He even insulted people, even insulted me. Yeah, he even used a stupid word. So I didn't have issue. I said, no. You see, if these people don't express themselves, then we're not ready to grow or strengthen our democracy. I said on the radio, I said, Mr. Bwaka's action is irresponsible. This man is Bwaka's supporter. Do you expect him to like me when he sees me? And the fact that he sees me, he does not throw blow. He does not engage me into a fist fight. He's only using words to express his displeasure about my utterances or the manner for me which I engage Mr. Bwaka. For me, that's maturity. I don't care about the insult or the invectives, right? I'm concerned about the way you engage me. Now, you say you don't let me call him Bwaka irresponsible. You get insulting tonight. He said, no, but you might begin. And I said, okay, Chief. My pleasure meeting you, blah, and we'll talk and everything. And we sat down and had a long conversation. And we laugh and everything. Interestingly, he's my fire brother. So we laugh and everything. And then we started, we drank our 1 or 2 bottles of beer. And then we part ways. But we left that place that day without any, fight or argument or anger or misfeeling. We're cool. And he's a big brother I'm going to respect. It doesn't mean he should not disagree with me. Even if it will cause him to use invective in expressing his disagreement with me, I am open to that and I encourage that. Why am I referencing this? I'm referencing this because there's something I said to him. When you're asking me about Mr. Bwaka, you're irresponsible and all of that. I said, let me ask you something. Do you expect? I cited 2 instances. 3. I said, do you expect that Mr. Bwaka at his age, who encouraged a man that Yeke called about for 6 years over, insulting a sitting president, as in George Weah? I said, do you expect that Mr. Bwaka would encourage that for over 6 years? It would not even, muster the courage to exercise leadership by openly rejecting or condemning Yeke's action. He said no. He said, I don't like Yeke because I don't agree. I don't believe Yeke should be insulting the president, the sitting president. He said, even he said he agree. Imagine that big brother who is younger than Joe Bwaka say he agree. He doesn't encourage it. And he did not encourage it. But he did not have the space to come publicly to say it. So we take it as face value that he did not like Yeke's utterances against George Weah. But Bwaka liked it. Bwaka encouraged it. He embraced them. I said, do you think that? He said, no. He said, no, that's not leadership. Even though he did not say that's not leadership, but he said, no. So I said, that's the first thing, that leadership. Certain things as a leader, you should not encourage them. That's how people determine your maturity. That's how people determine whether you are a mature leader or whether you are a peaceful leader. The second instance I made was the old Oma passing around, Yeke that baby. I said, do you know that Oma used invective in that recording against Yeke, a leader? And Joe Bwaka called her to the executive mansion and took picture with her in the executive mansion to celebrate her insulting Yeke. He said he didn't even know that the woman took picture with you. I said, yes. I tried to pull out this. So he said, no, I believe it. You gotta pull all your picture, all your evidence. We pass that one. Then I brought in the Prophet Key. I said, do you know that Prophet Key, that Joe Bwaka embraced Prophet Key and that Joe Bwaka even gave Prophet Key money? You are giving Prophet Key monies? I said, I have the recording here, video. you will see Prophet Key telling you that Joe Baraka gave him money. I said, do you also know that Buju Ben Keita, the legal advisor in the office of the president, called in to the city solicitor to question the city solicitor's action or involvement in the case involving two private citizens, Prophet Key and Judy Andy? I said, do you agree with the content that Prophet Key sent out? Do you agree? He said, no. I also do not like him. I said, but Baraka liked him. And Baraka still likes him. I said, to the extent that, Baraka likes him to the extent that this man came to the country and Joe Baraka's legal advisor, Buju Ben Keita, took telephone and Judy Annie sued him. Joe Baraka's legal advisor took telephone and phoned the city solicitor and investigating him on the telephone. Why did he have to pursue that case? So that was interference with the judiciary. That gives consent. I said, let's agree, Baraka did not agree with Buju Ben's interference with the judiciary. But Baraka cannot tell me that he's sleeping. I didn't say that one to him now. I said, but Baraka did not cannot tell me that he is sleeping or still sleeping to the extent that he didn't hear or see these things. That his legal advisor interfered with the judiciary. I said, what did he do as a leader who does not endorse or who did not endorse Buju Ben's interference with the judiciary? Because your legal advisor interfering with Judy Annie case was a consent. You are granting consent to the utterances from Prophet Key against Judy Annie and other women that Prophet Key has insulted. He said he didn't know. I opened my phone to pull out the video. He said, no, you can't show everything, my man. I don't like that man. Hey, utterance saying, when you say I believe you. I said, now, let me also say this to you. Do you also know that when seditions, when young exuberants under the banner CDC Council of Patriots on July 26 led a protest or counter-protest against University of Liberia students who were protesting on July 26. I said, do you know that under the CDC government, the CDC COP, all the key members of them were arrested, handcuffed, and taken to the civil law court and were prosecuted? He said, yes. I said, that was leadership. I said, even if Mr. Weah was fooling me, but the fact that he took an action to publicly denounce CDC COP and said, no, that is not an attribute of CDC. And that there's no CDC COP, and that we urge the police to have all of them arrested, those conducted arrested and investigated and prosecuted. Members of the CDC COP were arrested and prosecuted. I also said, do you also know that when Ava Tukpa wrote his book and used expressions that were not decent to the first lady, I said, do you also know that Alexander Cummings asked him publicly, if I publicly held a press conference and announced that he had asked Ava to resign his position in his office? I said, let's agree it was political. Ava asked to resign, and Ava went in America. He was in America playing the role as special assistant. The fact that Cummings took a decision or action publicly to condemn me and ask him to step down, I said that was leadership. I said, do you also know that Mr. Weah, when seditious took to the street to tote casket, depicting symbolically the political demise of Joe Baraka in the 2023 election, and it was given misinterpretation by United Party. They didn't like it, they were angry. I said, do you also know that Mr. Weah publicly spoke on that issue and condemned it and said those actions were not attributes of CDC. CDC is a peaceful party, and he does not he will not condone any act, including that one by the Youth League. The Youth League members are still around here. Mr. Weah condemned that. I said, what has Baraka condemned? We're talking leadership. What has Baraka condemned? Baraka has only encouraged everything. Insults against womanhood by those guys, disrespect to the office of the president when we are a president. I said, Baraka encouraged everything. I said, even in the CDC, I said, even in the CPP, when my good friend and brother Costa decided to support Joe Barker against Cummings, how many years did Costa insult Cummings in the country? Did Barker say anything? Even though there was an active CPP, but one man was insulting Cummings every morning, using the worst adjectives against Cummings every morning in this country, but they were all in the same political marriage. What did Barker do? What did he say? He kept quiet and said nothing. I said, bro, I said, some of you think we hate Joe Barker. But we do not hate him. We hate his attitudes, his actions, his behavior. That's what we hate, not him. And what grows my anger against Barker is his age. I said to him, Barker is the most active, is the oldest politician in mainstream. It's the oldest mainstream politicians in country. Amongst all the politicians, I said Barker is the oldest politician in mainstream right now, mainstream politics. And the oldest person in public service at that level, not the civil service. So we don't expect that Barker will be endorsing, embracing all of these things. Today he's president, then you'll say, you can see the man age. Don't tell me about Barker age. Nobody should tell me about Joe Barker age. Joe Barker must respect his age, then we will respect his age. Joe Barker must respect himself, then we will respect him. If he does not respect his age, we will not respect his age. If he does not respect himself, we will not respect him. Respect is earned. It's not bought. That's not commodity. Respect is not a commodity. It's not sold. So Joe Barker must respect himself. We will respect Joe Barker. Joe Barker must respect his age. We will respect his age. If a 79-year-old man will choose to disrespect the Supreme Court in the manner and form he's doing, and you say we should respect him because he's 79 years old, then go to hell. Go to hell. Look, let me tell you something. This guy was right when he said the darkest. When he said the darkest seat in hell are reserved for those who play neutrality during moral crisis. If you don't want to agree that Liberia is experiencing a moral crisis, Liberia is in a moral crisis, and some of you want us to play neutrality, no, I'm not going to have a seat in hell. I'm not going to have a seat in hell. Not at all. What's the morality? Where is the morality? Where is it? Where's the morality? This man upgraded his property just after the election. Where did the money come from? That Barker here talking about or what kind of dealing he say in the letter? They're talking about questionable dealings, financial transactions. See who's talking about questionable financial transactions. See who's talking about questionable financial transactions. Everything about Joe Barker, every financial transaction about Joe Barker is questionable. This old man sat there, his house got upgraded. Over $500,000 spent to upgrade his house. We still ask him, where did the money come from? He can't talk. And he's here talking about questionable financial transaction. This old man is wearing $800, $900 slingers. You know that woman slinger? And he's here talking about questionable financial transaction. This old man bought a property for his stepson, Ami Moda. Cost $1.5 million. We asked him, where did you get money from to buy that property from Moda? He's still tight-lipped. And he's here talking about questionable transaction. What do you mean? They see old man Sadi, he's sitting here. He's seeing the luxury that his kids are living in. He knows that they are broke. They are very broke. They don't have the money to ride the cars they ride and travel 99 times a month. Where do you think they're getting money from? They are all into different shady deeds. Black money launderers. Terrorist financing groups. They are friends with all the folks in the black money market. They are laundering money into this country on a daily basis. Is he talking about questionable financial transactions? And you want us to respect that old man because he's 79 years old? If a man who will sit in the Baptist church on a deacon bench at the age of 79-year-old and will campaign and to declare his asset and publish his asset after declaration and refuses to publish his asset after declaration, that is lying. The Bible said thou shalt not lie. And when you talk about it, then he said, don't question the 79-year-old man. A 79-year-old man that will publicly lie, and you want us to celebrate a lying deacon because he's president or because he's 79-year-old? I do not celebrate a lying deacon. Not me. I will not do that. If that deacon is a liar, I'm not going to celebrate. I'm not even going to respect him as president because he's a liar. He's deceitful. A man who will publicly parade vendetta. Use the executive mansion to orchestrate, to usher and dispense his personal vendetta against people only because they support George Weah. You want me to respect and honor that man? I'm not going to support anybody to support any reconciliation program on a Joe Barker. No. I am not going to support anybody to support any form of reconciliation on Joe Barker. Nobody should reconcile with Joe Barker. Nobody should participate in Joe Barker program that seeks to reconcile this country. Joe Barker is not prepared for reconciliation. Let's not reconcile with him. Let's hate Joe Barker. Let Joe Barker hate us. Let's express our hate. Let's showcase our hate against Joe Barker. Let Joe Barker show his hate against us. And let's face this. You hate me. I hate you. We hate each other. We divide the country. That's what Joe Barker wants. Because if the Supreme Court, that is supposed to be the final arbiter of justice, will speak and Joe Barker will disrespect their opinion, and you want me to respect him? I'm not going to respect Joe Barker. I'm going to disrespect Joe Barker because Joe Barker does not deserve respect. The man is disrespecting the Supreme Court ruling. The man is witch hunting everybody. The man is laying out employees. Civil servants, servicemen, and you say we should respect him because he's 79-year-old or he's a Baptist deacon? To hell with that. To hell with that. This man must be made to respect our Supreme Court. If he cannot respect the Supreme Court, I will not respect Joe Barker. Joe Barker will respect the Supreme Court. You respect it. If he does not respect the laws, he does not respect the Supreme Court, we will not respect Joe Barker. No. They say honor is given to, they say honor is due to those who deserve it. Honor is given to those who deserve it. Joe Barker does not deserve any form of honorability. Don't give it to him. Your eating bowl, he eat it all. He's not feeding you. He's not passing money to anybody who gave to you that you'll be scared, say, oh, I will not get my money. No, we are not the group of journalists in this country or talk show hosts that sitting down depending on government to come every month. Maybe Jerry may call you, give him, I mean, that 500, that 1,000, or you go take pay from Freeport, or you go take pay from NSA. They say, man, when I'm told. When Freeport and NSA and PI did not give you money, you would die. You would die. You will not die. You will still survive. But look, let me tell you, the best thing we can do for ourselves now is to tell the papi, is to call him to order. When Barker comes to order, you will see some of us will tune down on him. Because what we are saying, they are happening. These are things that are happening. If they were not happening, then yes, you have a point. If we were making up stories, then you have a point. So I said this to my big brother. He said, no, but you have to tune. I said, no, big brother, I'm not going to tune down on Joe Braga until Joe decides to be mature and responsible in his action. There's nothing about Joe that seems to be responsible or mature. There's nothing. There's nothing about him that speaks to his age. Wisdom comes out of age, experience. 52 years over in public service. You've benefited from taxpayers' money, went to school, gave you a job, fed you, clothed you, shelter you, take care of your children, take care of your grandchildren, use government office to send them to the best schools. And you say what? I told my other big brother from the Ministry of Information the other day, I said, hey, the next thing will come up with, you guys will not like it and will not listen to you. My friends can call me, will talk, but don't call me and tell me to shut down or tune down on the old man. That in quotation, my man got to tune down on the old man. Don't tell me that bullshit. Don't tell me that. The old man will have to respect himself, then we respect him. It takes me less than 1 second to respect Joe Braga. That is if he does the right thing. The old man said, under his government, no public official will leave the country to seek medical treatment in another country. Joe Braga said that. He said none of his official will seek medical attention outside this country. What do we have in the health sector to speak to that? What is given to JFK? What is given to Phoebe? What is given to Jackson Do? What is given to the Emory Hospital in Babylon? What is given to the government hospital in Bombing? What is given to the St. Timothy Hospital in Robertsport? What is given to the government hospital in Great Bassa? What is given to the C.H. Rennie Hospital in Margibi? What is given to those hospitals? Nothing. But they say we should wait for one official gets sick, he not get made to seek treatment here, then he or she travels, then we can say, oh, you see? But we compel him to do it. Take steps. So for us, you have 6 years to contend with us. We are here for 6 years. We agreed to be here for 6 years. You can use your other people to do your PR for you. We do not need to be. Look, I do not need to be friends with anybody. Even those of you who are my relatives in government, I don't have to be friends with you. Because you're not going. What are you going to do for me now? Okay, I say, okay, well, cool, very good. What do you do? What do you going to do for me? I will just can I benefit as an individual, and then all of you who do not have anything to benefit. Because that man won't benefit. Then the rest of you still live in destitution at the smiles of Joe Braga. Because Joe Braga does not like you. He doesn't love you. He's not going to give you anything in terms of service. He's not going to give you anything in terms of service. He's just going to say that, yeah, use people to use all of you. These guys will enrich themselves. You milk this country for the next 6 months or 6 years, and then they turn it over because Braga is going to turn this country over after 6 years. It doesn't have to be a George Weah as president, but if the chance exists, I would prefer him any day. I would prefer a George Weah any day. You bring Joe Braga down 99 times, you bring Joe Weah down 99 times. I would prefer George Weah over Joe Braga 99 times. You pair the two of them for leadership in this country. I would prefer him any day because I love the tolerance in him. I love the patience in him. I love his calmness. He has a heart of a peaceful person. We are going to pay back. Do you think we are going to have dismissed people in his government? Come on, think about it. Now, Joseph Braga Jr. and Tama Braga, they work in George Weah government for 6 years. That Joe Braga has seen, he says he's witch hunting people. He's witch hunting people. He had 2 children worked in the CDC government for 6 years. Nobody touched them. Nobody witch hunted them. 6 years they work. Yes, or you say, oh, some of you do not know. The 2 of them, Joe Barker Jr. and Tama Barker, the one they call Tantan, they both of them work in the CDC government for 6 years. Nobody touched them. Nobody bothered them. Nobody disturbed them. They work in the CDC government for 6 years. Nobody bothered them. As soon as you take over, he's not even hunting weirds. He's hunting seditions. When we had a chance to hunt Brakas, you know how many of Braka relatives will know that are working in government? It's not only Tama Braka and Joseph Braka. Even their girlfriends, wives were working in government and they are still in government. For 6 years they were there. We know them. Some of them are our personal friends. Witch hunt them for what? Because somebody loving to Joseph Braka Jr. or loving to Tama Braka, so you go in after her? It wouldn't make sense. I would not even support John Weah. Anybody in Weah government to have done that. I would not have supported my own friend and big brother Eugene if Eugene had gone to Marathon and started to witch hunt people because he's a Braka. I would not have agreed with Bill Torrey if Bill had gone to Freeport and decided to witch hunt somebody because he's a Braka. Same applies to NASCAR. If you go after somebody at NASCAR because the person is Joseph Braka's daughter-in-law, I would not have agreed with that. So all of them kept their jobs at lucrative places to earn lucrative salaries for 6 years under George Weah. Nobody touched them. Nobody bothers them. Today, this sick old man at age 79 is saying he's coming to power and saying he's witch hunting people. Nobody does that except you are sick in the head. It seems to me that Joe Barker at age 79 is sick in his head to start witch hunting people and wants to reconcile the country. To start disrespecting the Supreme Court and want to reconcile the country. Who's going to do that? We are not going to honor any unification program on May 14. We're going to encourage those who are planning to disrupt the program or protest on that day to go ahead with the protest on May 14. The country, the government has not taken any step to reconcile or to unite this country or unify this country. It's useless to spend taxpayers' money to celebrate Unification Day. It's useless. You are unifying who? Who are you unifying? So we will stand with the protesters, with the organizers, those of you organizing protests on Unification Day, we are going to support your protests. The money you want to use to spend on that day, use that money to spend it on tourism. Send that money to the Tourism Bureau, the Tourism Department, and the Ministry of Information. The other day I hear PR saying they need 100,000 to hold, I think, international chef. I'm not chef or what kind of competition. I don't get it. But he said they need 100,000 to host that competition. I know the money to spend, the money you want on Unification, there will be more than 100,000. They'll give that 100,000 to PR, let them spend that money to host that competition. It's more important because it's going to expose, it's going to market our tourism potential. But Mr. Barker's action has not shown that he's prepared to unify this country. We can't spend taxpayers' money on Unification Day. You are witch hunting people, disrespecting the rule of law, disrespecting the Supreme Court. No, we'll not do that. Let's go ahead and use the last 4 minutes to conclude our Freedom Cash giveaway quickly, and then we'll come back with PCOS on the conversation here. So let's use the last minutes in our time here to draw additional winners. Yes, very quickly, and to draw additional winners, and then on our cash giveaway, we said we want to give at least 25 winners out today. So yeah, let's go ahead. I think we should be hitting around 11 winners. I mean, we want all money, so no issue. We'll give winners to those people who want the money, and then okay, what is it? Let me go. Okay, so let's draw. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hope I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 winners who have it. We can let's draw winners here. Let's see. So we draw winner 2-5, hitting the 9th. the ninth winner, the ninth, and then we'll come back. The ninth winner. Let's go ahead and draw the 10th winner. Draw winner 2-5. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw the 10th winner. Let's refresh to see this person. Okay, with the 10th winner, let's go ahead and draw the 11th. The 11th winner, draw winner 2-5. Okay. That's the 11th winner. Refresh to see this person. So the process is just very easy, folks. You just have less than 3 minutes to play. So those of you who didn't play to win our money, no issue. Sorry. So the process is just very simple. Just that star 79 hash. That's all you have to do. That star 79 hash. You send, wait for a few seconds, enter 11, send, wait for a few seconds, enter 1 to play in US, 2 to play in LD, and send. And then you wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password you have already played. So that's how the process works. Okay. And then by that, we give you money if you play. If you don't play, we don't give you money. We only give you money because you play. So we're about to go to the telephone lines and speak with our callers. Those of you who want to participate on the show, you can. The opportunity is yours to call in on 0776 104 104 0886 500 104 are the two numbers to call and be a part of the show. And then for those of you in the diaspora, the WhatsApp number is +231 886 500 104. Those are the numbers to call and be a part of the show this morning. So yes, we are closing up on our cash giveaway, and then we'll move into our callers. Those of you who are lucky winners for today, that's it for you. Let's say congratulations to all of our 11 winners. We said we're giving 25, at least 25. We'll give her 11 because that's it. So let's go to the telephone lines and begin picking your calls. There is a very interesting conversation involving the Ministry of Public Works. I've been holding this conversation because I wanted Guineans to return to the country. Okay. And we've been gathering some PPCC documents and holding consultations with some procurement specialists and all of that. So tomorrow we spend some time having that conversation. The Bwaka talking about people questionable transactions. With Bwaka looking for questionable transactions, will make you to believe that Bwaka is on serious. Just plus. Say Bwaka say he said he used the word questionable transactions and he's suspending people now and subjecting them to investigation and audit for questionable transactions. All of the questionable transactions in this country will bring it to you, so his partners, the US, the other people, IMF, World Bank, can know that Bwaka is not sincere to establishing or unearthing questionable transactions in public service, but he is witch hunting people, because we bring to you Public Works Ministry of questionable transactions. We bring to you state enterprise stuff. We'll bring to you Ministry of Finance. So we'll bring to you all the questionable financial transactions. Let's see whether you will act on them. Let's see. Because we know that you won't wish on. But since it's a questionable financial, look, I doubt it that I will ever accept government job, especially in the executive. If I'm considering government job small, maybe that in the legislature. But for me to see myself working in the executive, I doubt it. There's no respect, there's no dignity, especially as a presidential appointee. There's no dignity, especially when you have a corrupt president that is clueless and just vindictive. No respect. So some of you at GAC, if you want respect, or you want to regain your respect, just resign from Bwaka political audit. You saw the EPS, the HR mentioned for long. He said, I've been letting that nonsense. The HR resigned from EPS and walk away because what kind of EPS director will come over and dismiss over 300 persons? I'm men that you send all of the country to train. You can't dismiss 300 of them. The HR felt displeased. He said, I'm walking away. Is he going to die because he lost his job or because he resigned from the job? He's not going to work. He's not going to die. He's not going to suffer. That man is an honorable man because he took an honorable decision. Those are the real honorables. The lawmakers that will stand with the victims of mass dismissal in public service are the real honorables, not the lawmakers that will stand with the government in support of mass dismissal. He says we should call them honorable. You don't call those people honorable. They're not honorable. They're not doing any honorable things. So you don't call them honorable. Let's take this person as our first caller here. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Johnson Balasco from Mount Barkley.
Let's hear you, Johnson.
Yeah, I get frustrated. This old man, I don't know what, I just ask you, so why did you have 6 years? 79-year-old. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning from the 8210 number.
Good morning, Austin.
Good
How
morning.
you doing?
I'm okay, but I'm not too happy with Joe Parker's misbehavior.
Same thing here, brother. Thank you so much for the show. I appreciate your deliberation, and I've been following the show for I don't know how long. Thank you. My name is Abraham Yoyo, and I'm calling you from Seoul, South Korea. You know, Austin, that old man called Joseph Parker, that baby is a witch. He's not just an ordinary human being. Because if you can do a communication a day after the Supreme Court deny your decision of removing people from the legit positions, and then you come back the next day after you say you will uphold the law, and then you come back the next day and decide to dismiss those people on fallacy, that person is now a normal human being. You know, the Unity Party people, they always say we was inept according to them. But they are the most inept people. Not even the president. The president is not inept because they're the one who telling him to do what he's doing. That puppet is a remote control. He's on remote control.
He's a puppet. A puppet president. He's a puppet president.
Yes. He is not making decision by himself. That man is being pushed by those people who want to go to the positions. So they are doing everything possible to make sure that they get there. So that's just what happened in our country. And you know, in that country right now, when some of us we sit down outside, when we just hear those things and seeing those kind of things happening, brother, we feel so bad.
Don't bring your money here.
Kind of mistake
if you have your money, go Ghana and buy everybody there or say, don't bring your money and invest here. They will come after it.
The kind of mistake those people made by putting Joseph Parker in power, they really put in power, my brother. Some of us say now here, we just thinking what to do. We got our families in our country there, thinking on how to do some other different things. We can't really decide what to do because we just confused. Every other day you wake up in the morning, you hear Joseph Parker and do the other thing. The other one, they running behind people, so they running. You will go, look at the other people and they feed it. They go to some other place and just go tell them, say, can't let do check on you. Why you can do that kind of thing? You go and say, DEA boss. The country is just going upside down. We can't understand.
Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. Let's talk to the next person from the diaspora. Go ahead. Good morning. Is this Abi?
Yeah. Good morning, my dear brother.
Yes, yeah, you.
And I also say congratulations to Abu, my dear brother.
Thank you.
Welcome. But Austin, you have said it all. And right after the Supreme Court decisions, and you said it on your Thursday show. You came out and you campaigned on the rule of law that your portrait that is not educated. You are breaking the law in order that you get the facility, and then you're doing more than we are. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're breaking the law. Look at that letter that you read, my brother. So now he tried to force the GSC to find fault on these people.
Exactly.
That's my understanding. Why? After the Supreme Court ruling, he could have conducted before suspending the people, conducted the other fight because you got to find fault on the people before you remove the people. But he did not do it. The Supreme Court said the people must go by the way. Then he's come and say, okay, I uphold the law and blah, blah. Then the next day you come and say suspend the people and you instructing the GSC to conduct the audit. And even asking them to find fault on the people. That thing makes sense. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think it makes sense. You understand? But then, what is a counselor at law? Darrell Delon, because Delon during the Wiata, he was all over the place, quoting the Constitution, the article. Where's the Delon? My dear brother, thank you so much for the show, my
You're
brother.
welcome. Y'all don't call. They don't need anything. I beg you. I did my mate. They don't go. Yeah, they think they don't want that. They don't got it. We told you that they don't want that something. You got it already. So they don't need anything. The Bob please smile about going in 9 years. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. Let's hear you quickly. 30 seconds.
Yeah, good morning to the people of Mama Latvia. This is Isaac Wilson, professor because son of KOK, and I'm joining the conversation this morning. My letter is number 14. You know, Daniel, we saw some of these things coming forth to our country. It's the reason why during the election we disagree with some of those people who support this woman. And we told them clearly it's not that we don't like him, but it's he attitude and way. The decision he makes, these are things that we do not like. But today, when you talk to someone, say you should respect the man because he is a bastard deacon and has the age of 79 years old. It's not a qualification of him being a deacon. A deacon has idea and wisdom.
Well, Baptist Digon, you can pay exact offering in the chair. I hear you call Baptist Digon. Yeah, Massisi.
Good morning, Austin.
No, by president, 2 years, you're not paying exact offering. You're only paying offering, declaring offering to the church. Yeah, but leave people here. Just say, yeah, Massisi, go ahead.
How you doing, Austin?
I'm okay.
Although I'm not well, my dear constrained to call. Because of what few things said, and me what me to call is that man that you are explaining to. Joe Parker is 79 years old, you're going to 80 years. You should have no better. The man got all the experience in this country as a 79-year-old man and 42 years experience in the government. Today we are seeing Joe Parker going all kinds of places, going out on stupid things that we won't see our faces here. You go APS that 300 APS, they carry your food. And one of the aspects there, two, you go to people that got any position. And when they call you and say, no, Parker, you make really wrongly. When you do that for me, you can't do that to us. And the poor brother knows on his face today, you can't buy and say, oh, let it go for all it. And you see the boy killing to go on the boy, you see free, you see it will be free, my son, Austin. If you're not well, the one for me, and I don't know you're free to allow them from. You want to say on the show, Austin. You want to say I was there so long. I'm talking to that fool. Son of my soul, I'm talking to them. Explain to them what God did. When you were in opposition, everything that you were happy for today happening, they're going to question you. Talking about you shouting block. No. Let the truth be said. Let the truth be told. Let all of them. The reality of the matter. But to say, oh, you shouting block because you all know. When you say the whole age yet. If you become an old man, when you say your whole age. When you think you come to the public and tell you say your whole age, they will respect you.
Thank you, Mercy. You say if you baba, if you spare, you will bother with your disgrace. It was not so small. Esther needs to be seeing out some of the small children in high school. If you baba, if you spare, you will bother with your disgrace. The boy ever about this chest, I get pro Joe boy. I say, no, vice president, you're not paying it. You know, yeah, just got out of Jesus, general. You're not paying it. Yeah, imagine every month you go when you go for contribution, they 400, 500 you give it to the people. But what are you paying as your tar besides your contribution to the church? In tar, that one is legal. Our religious constitution, the Bible, they say you pay 10% for your earning. Every month, you pay 10% for your earning. In president, let's see what that 10% will get a salary and announce the 10% of Baka salary. We'll make sure that every month Baka will pay that money to effort Baptist Church at his time. If you don't pay it, we get people in effort to tell whether you paying it or you're not paying it. Your own contribution part is different to your different programs, the different projects in the church. But that time, the Bible says you will pay 10% of what you earn. So you will pay it. That you will pay. You get excuse again, you will pay 12 years 5%, you don't pay nothing. Yes, now pour your can in scheme, you take a football, it's my contribution. You take a fireball, that's my contribution. That will not happen in a year. You president, 6 years, they may not president. All of from ever Baptist Church, you tell Baka, we help you to do the calculation of his salary. The 10%, he should make that 10% to effort Baptist Church. Then we say, yeah, man, a Baptist deacon. He be on the paying time the budget. The day you say, if I president, you president, I can make my contribution. No, the Bible did not say contribution. The Bible say 10% of your earning, your harvest. pay it to the church. Folks, we'll take 2 more callers and then we'll go on. This person. Hello? Just hear you.
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel Hussein. I join you from Rubberfield Highway. But my question I have to do is, I want to actually know the achievement of this black guy. The 100-day delivery. Actually, I want to know because it's a rumor passing around.
You want to know? I can't say you, Jerry. Maybe Pierre number you call. He's the Minister of Information. Maybe he has an idea. But for me, I have no idea. I said they fight the wave of fire across the country. The stealing in public sector right now, especially in the executive. The witch hunt, mass dismissal, secret killings. I'm told there's a dead body found right now. Again, I think that what Stephen Compton was calling me for. So that's all we know. Okay, the man left. I'm a brother. 100 day. We'll give it to you. So yes, I think we have to go on this note. Who is this guy? I'm going to block a number of persons on our live. You see, we are very tolerant. What we entertain here, other people on other platforms don't do. We entertain disagreement here. We don't have issue. But when you start using invectives, not me by you causing, but I get time for you causing me. Why don't you use it under the laugh? Because when you start using invective on our laugh, it's against Facebook, the community standards of Facebook. They will affect our life. So we block you and delete your comment. But if you can disagree with us, no issue. Because they live it now, you're paying for it. Then you can't be acting rude and misbehaving. So Facebook, somebody can go report our page, then Facebook will block or there one guy saying you report my page. So they can block me. And you know. So let me see what the guy. I can't even find the man again. Yeah, I need to block this guy. And then okay. Okay, I got called about. I didn't see. I can't remember the name. Okay. I'm lucky. Okay, I finished seeing the fool. Yeah, there you go. So I'll block this fool. You're privileged. You're privileged to see us here at Freedom FM and listen to all maybe you listen to us via the radio now. But you're privileged to see us on live. Your privilege has been terminated. You no longer see us on the live feed again. That privilege, you've lost it. So, folks, we have to go home. Those of you who have Esther Darling Daku number, you just reach out to her if you want to form part of the kickball team or Veronica Moba here at Freedom FM. They will put your name down. Or maybe you're interested and you want to form part of the keyboard team, or you're in any Freedom FM chat room and you want to form part of the keyboard team, whether it's fan club, AB guy, face the issue club, or guy face of KOK, and all of that. Just drop your number or your name. We'll add you. We'll give the names of Esther and Veronica Moba to add to our keyboard team. If you know how to reach me or reach AB or KOK or Abu, just reach out to us or Wendell Nimlin or any of the announcers here. We will add you to the list of the football team. So this Saturday is the game against Freedom FM versus Friends of Abu Sharif. That's how we want to celebrate. If Abu has requested that I organize a game to mark the celebration of his wedding, and I graciously accepted to do that. Until we see tomorrow, my name is